a lot of us will forget Monday's a holiday here in the US, but take the day off, even though we're at home. What I wanted to talk about today was the beginning here is the only certainty we have right now is uncertainty. And, you know, we really haven't been equipped in life to accept uncertain times. And there was an exercise that was presented to me this week that was very good. And I actually had presented it to my team this week. You know, we had the old norm, we've got scary times, and we've got the new norm. And one of the questions that I had proposed to my team is, what are you taking from, say, the lockdown time to the new norm as things open up gradually again? And, you know, who knows, you know, we'll have a few bumps as we go along, but what are you taking, what did you do the last 2 months that you want to take with you that you appreciated so much? And some of the answers I got were like, you know, their relationship with the ocean, they had lost that and now they've gone back to it. They want to keep that in their life. Running every morning before they attend to their children's school. You know, talking to family more frequently. That was something that they had done during, you know, the lockdown at its worst, and they want to keep that going as we go through, you know, coming back into the economy. And another thing is embracing technology. Someone had embraced technology and they want to keep that going to learn more about technology. As a company, we're committed to a consistent effort of providing for the food bank on a weekly basis. What we're doing is every initial consultation we have a client, we'll actually be giving 10 meals to the food bank to donate. And our 3 S's, as we call it, educators and strategic marketing, and also the safety protocols is something that will continue now and for the time that we're in business. I believe safety protocols, we've all learned to be a lot cleaner in the way we go about our day. Anyway, let's move on to what the markets have been doing. And I wanted to give a brief history of what I look at and what our company looks at to see how we can help clients make the right decision, and also maybe give some predictions, even though we're in it every day, and sometimes that's very valuable to our clients. Let me just go ahead and share this screen. Okay, what we do, and I want to thank Julie from our team. She actually puts these statistics together every week. And what we've got here is, you'll see on the left-hand side the date for the week, then the new listings, the price decrease, the escrows showing, in other words, properties that go into escrow, but they're still showing the listing because they've still got to do the home inspection, or there's other contingencies. And until that's off, has been approved, then they will they'll go into escrow, no showings. In other words, it's pretty ready to close. So I abbreviated, there's a lot of information here. And let me just give you an overview of, I abbreviated it for you, was from October last year, you had a height of 293 listings to price reductions 197, to escrows, in escrow but still showing was 203, and escrows coming out feeling quite secure of closing 95, and sold 207 sold. What we found at the end of last year is it was really busy, and that sort of took us into November, December, the holiday periods. Usually it's a little slower in the holiday periods. So what you'll see here is I've got from November to December. In that period, it's sort of averaged at about 166 new listings during the holidays. There was 98 price reductions, and we'll just jump straight to the solds. There was an average from 145 solds to 175 solds. As we nearer the holidays, like you'll see December 27th to January 2nd, you'll see 145 that actually sold when people were more in the holiday spirit. Coming to the beginning of the year, we had a really busy start once the holidays were over. Again, you'll see there was about, if we look in the, I'm just looking here, the January, end of January, beginning of February, you saw about 246 to 251 new listings. And we'll just skip over to the price decreases, 137 price decreases, and sold 172 solds. Now, what I want to do is now go into the COVID period, the beginning. So at the beginning, you know, early mid-March, as we were told to lock down, we had new listings of 145 listings. Again, remember there's 42% less inventory today than there was a year ago, based on people taking their homes off the market or deciding not to come on quite now. The escrows in escrow, in other words, they passed their due diligence, most of it except loan approval was 54, and solds was about 156 solds. So a lot of those sales were coming in from the better times before the lockdown happened. If we go into the middle of the section, which I started with March 20th, if we go down, there was 144 new listings. So listings are still low. Price reductions, 95 price reductions. In other words, people just either came off the market or let their price alone. And the amount of escrows was 111 going into escrow, and solds was 123 solds in the middle of the COVID. So now you're starting to see the amount of solds drop down because we consistently had less inventory in the market. Now, as I speak today, if we look at this week, actually, we've got 203 new listings. We've got price decreases of 105, and we go over to in escrow 56 and sales 106. So we're actually now seeing, you know, the lower sales, amount of sales from 93 to 106 sales this month. Again, in perspective, it was 22% less than last year, but with a 42% decrease in inventory, we still have a seller's market and a buyer's market. Actually, interest rates are running 2.75 to 3.25, somewhere in there. But moving forward, what are we going to see the next 30 to 60 days? Of course, this is my prediction, but I'll give you my 2 cents anyway. We're going to see more listings. I'm seeing more listings come up on the market. We'll probably see more price adjustments as people do want to make a move come summer. We'll see more virtual open houses. You know, we'll be getting used to looking at virtual open houses, as we can't be doing open houses and brokers opens right now. And I believe the general public will be aware of these and take the time to look at the virtual open houses. We'll see more activity. We'll see the mainland market open up a little bit as they can come to the islands, hopefully after June 30th. We're starting to see inquiries now there. And I think in the short term, we may see consumer confidence go up. You know, everything comes around consumer confidence more than anything. So as we open up retail, shops, restaurants, we're going to have to see how the consumer confidence is and how that's going to affect our economy. Please feel free to email me questions or put it on my Facebook here on our Zoom presentation. I definitely can answer them for you. We're working 24/7 right now, and we're really getting a good feel of opinions and what's going on out there. Okay, let's go to the pictures this week. Just go down. This is one of my favorite ones, and again, thanks Marianne for sending the pictures. Hugs are a way of the Hawaii, how we give our love and aloha in Honolulu. The advent of social distancing meant we couldn't really hug, say goodbye, or I just love you with a big hug. So the Waikiki Marriott has partnered up with 808 urban community artists who want to express and make communities better through art. And this was painted on the Waikiki Marriott on Kalakaua Avenue. This was interesting. Our beaches are getting more crowded now because beaches were open this week. What I'm seeing now too is a lot more families going together to the beach. In other words, you know, they feel a little safer and they're coming out as a family. And as of course, the summer holidays is just around the corner. So kids are having a little less work as they wrap up the school year. And great news for the surface. The surf has been up since the beach has opened, and we're still enjoying those beautiful sunsets where, you know, we've given a little break to nature. I think that's been brought into a lot of conversations and written about how maybe the world nature was calling us to, hey, we need a break. And we've definitely seen beautiful sunsets and sunrises here in Honolulu. And I wanted to end with this pineapple picture that, again, Marianne took the picture. She's excellent at taking this photography from our office. And, you know, pineapples are a symbol of hospitality. And as we continue to reopen Hawaii, we are also working on a way to safely bring our visitors back. And I just look forward to when those two worlds will come together. We'll have a safe haven for our residents. Visitors will come back. They'll probably be tested, and we can spread the spirit of aloha again. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Happy Memorial Day, and we'll talk next week. Thank you.